All right, this is Brian here with American Hobo too. So I've got this room for last night and tonight. I'll take the test. I'll probably have it for tomorrow night too. I got to check out and I'll be in this shelter system. Maybe tonight I might even be in there. I don't know. Anyway, what I was going to tell you is so I've got to do, I had to call the other shelter that I'd stayed in. They closed out my account. So I got to go to this resource center, fill out a combined application. That'll be entered in the system for Itasca County. What else do I got to do? God, call 211, whatever they get there. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is going through a bunch of bureaucratic BS red tape. If I get a job here, which I probably can, if I do get some kind of job, they're not going to give me any kind of assistance. You have to be totally destitute, sucking off the system. Like just a total lay around the shelter all day, try to get on Section 8 where they completely take care of you all the way. And if you do anything where you leave a paper trail, get a check from somebody or whatever, which is normally the case in a lot of businesses, you do businesses for them, they need to do it for their accounting purposes, you know. They'll write you a check so it all goes neat on record, because if they do stuff off the book, stuff like that, then they, there's discrepancies when they get audited or whatever the hell this frickin' socialistic communist bullshit country that we're living in basically is what it is. It's becoming that. Everything's on, they want to know every single thing about you, man, from like how you wipe your ass, if you smoke cigarettes, you chew tobacco, what you spent a penny on. They want to frickin' know so they can get you all on record. It's all this whole country, the financial system and the economic system of this country is just based on a bunch of mafia, mob rules type bullshit, lies, so they can enslave the people. I know this is going to be like, you don't normally talk like this. Yeah, I do talk like this. I do tell it like it is, and I'll tell you like it is right now. I'll be at this shelter here as long as I can possibly stay there, and so I did shut the thing out there with care and share in that town I was in, so I'm in here. I probably will be able to get into this shelter here. I should be okay. There's only one guy there. I can stay there for a while. If there's any discrepancies, I can always go to this campground here, stay there for a little bit. Whatever I want to frickin' do, or I'll just head right back to Foston, go back down 59 again. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. If I need to exit this place, I'll exit this place. But I'm just trying to tell you that I'm noticing more and more that they just want to get you into the system. And the reason they get you in a system is so they can get government grants. The federal government gives these agencies billions of dollars a year to dole out supposedly to get people in. And what they'll do is they'll get you into a thing. Pay the first month's rent. If you're in a place where you can't get a frickin' job because you can't supply a good residency, you don't have a rental history. There's a variety of reasons when you get trapped in that homeless scenario where it pretty much screws you for a long period of time. You have to actually rebuild your life and live a stable life, if you possibly can, for a year before you gain what's called the social approval of a state of normalcy. Okay? And just to be honest with you, that's how it really is. And that's what happens. It's very, very tough. That's why I've lived the lifestyle of just hitting the road, camping, doing little odd jobs and stuff. It's becoming a thing of the past where pretty soon you can go through towns and just people just, you ain't gonna, everything's gonna be, there ain't gonna be no currency no more. I might want to switch over to a Square, put it in my phone and do Bitcoin. They'll be paying with cryptocurrency before you know it. I'm just telling you, just really listen to what I'm saying. So this is a nice little town. It's cool. If I want, and I'm going to go ahead just for the sake of an educational experience to see how corrupt and see how screwed up this society really is. I'm going to go ahead while I'm here and stay as long as I can and go through all the bureaucratic red tape. That way I know without a shadow of a doubt how society is, how these local municipalities are, how they get you in the system, they give you aid, they cut you off from it as soon as you go do some work, then they say, well, you got a job now. What about a continuum of care? All these billions and billions of dollars that are being doled out to help the homeless that they say Biden approved. And then, okay, he's approving billions of dollars to get the homeless out of homeless, but he's screwing the pipeliners, the people that are pipeliners that are this Keystone Pipeline that would basically create millions of jobs, boost our economy, give us more independence with control over oil instead of being dependent on foreign sources and getting into all these wars. If you look at the whole scenario things, you'll see that there's a double-edged sword here, and there's a whole bunch of bullshit involved that you're never going to know about from the powers that be that keep it from the masses. And they tell you on the news this and that, and you watch the news and you're just a frickin' robot idiot that just does anything society says. And then when they want to shut you down, they'll shut you down. So, you know, just like they are, they'll just take shit from you. You know, you can't pay taxes that they just pile on you so high you can't make it. You got to shut your business down. Then they say you owe them. Owe them for what? You know, it is... I don't even know how to explain it to you. I don't even think I should even explain it. But this whole system is just a wicked, evil, corrupt cesspool sewage lake. And it takes and takes. It's just like a walking dead lake that if you go across in a boat, you're going to have all these zombie hands drown you and pull you under. That's just how it is. I can't be any more straightforward than that, folks. But the library doesn't open up till noon here. It's about 10:20. I'm under a shade tree, actually out of the sun. I got a bottle of water. It's pretty damn warm out. It's supposed to be 90 something today. I think 96. Nice library. Man, this is cool. Look at this. This is a frickin' library. You can go, there's a trail, picnic table. There's even a barbecue pit if you want to cook up some hot dogs. Unbelievable. It's got all this through here, walkways, plaques that, you know, with pictures, and there's the Mississippi River right there. I mean, this is, for all intents and purposes, if I really just get disenfranchised and stuff, and I just get to the point where, and guess what I did last night, not to jump off subject, I went and bought another little Ozark Trail tent. It's really cool. It's a 3-person dome tent with a rain fly, and I've got my GI tarp and a little backup shelter. I'm just going to omit a couple things out because it's summer. I'll get rid of a pair of pants. I've got a nice pair of tactical pants. I can lighten my load a little bit where it's not going to be so overloaded, and get rid of some shit that I don't need that's going to weight me down. I can eliminate 5 to 10 pounds, so I'll be a little lighter, but I'll have a full tent. I can set that bitch up anywhere. It's a full, you know, insect screen. I can just camp. If I got a frickin' camp, I'll frickin' camp. I don't give a rat's ass. I really don't. And if I got to backtrack to a different location, I can do that as well. They have campgrounds all over the place. There's some places you can camp for frickin' free. So there it is there, man. And you ain't got to be dependent on bullshit for stuff. So it is what it is, man. Would like to try to get some window jobs around here. I don't know how successful I'll be. I did stop at a few businesses today. They left my number. Their windows are filthy. I told them $50. It's probably a 3-hour job, which that's cool. I can get that. There are some jobs around here I could probably do. I don't think I'll have a problem doing them. I'll be able to clean at least 3 or 4 jobs here. That would be nice. That'll bring me 100 plus. But for the most part, there is a window cleaning company that comes and cleans windows. I don't know if they do it on a monthly basis, whatever it is. I don't really want them to know too much about me. That's why I don't have a card. A couple people have asked for a card. I gave them my number. Hopefully, nothing will be said, because you get one of them people that run a business, they can be total assholes. They really can, and you don't want to get into anything. And it could go various ways. And I do know that these cops here, I looked on the internet last night, and these cops are a little on the hardcore side. If you get on their wrong side, you may have some frickin' problems. You may have some problems here. I've been here a few times over the last 10 years, and I'll tell you what, I've had a couple dealings with them already. They just stopped me, asked who I was one night when I was drunk out of a bar. And I was having a few beers, I was at a motel. But there'll be no drinking while I'm here. I'm not even going to risk it. I just don't even want to take any chances, even having a couple beers, because the motel that they furnish me right now, they said absolutely no smoking in the room, drinking, no guests. They got a contract with a shelter, this pre-COVID thing, where I got to go take a COVID test here in about this will be here in about an hour to pick me up. And I had almost thought that this library would open up. There's a couple bikes out here chained to the bike rack out here, and there was a gal in the library. I don't think it's open right now though. It may be open right now. God, it may be Thursday. It may be open, dude. It may not. It may be. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'll have to look on the website again. It may be open right now. I'm thinking it might be. It says 10 o'clock to whatever, 6 and then noon to 6 today. I'll have to look again. But I just wanted to share that with you, man. There's just this, man, I'll tell you what, not having a place, not being employed, trying to live on the fringe, you know, travel around, stuff like that. You're almost better off just finding places to camp, doing any little odd stuff you can do. It still pays off to be nice to people and be a straightforward, clean-cut guy. You know, hey, I do a multiplicity of different side hustles, a handyman stuff, because there are people that still appreciate that. You know, the people that are going through tough times, they own some businesses and they understand the struggle. They see a guy like me. They're more apt to give you, even if it's a little small job, 25 to 50 bucks, 100 bucks, you can do it. I've did it here before on several occasions. This has not been a bad town to me. It's populated, about 15,000. Everything's here. Like I said, if you do get on some kind of housing, there's going to be all kinds of things that apply. Now, I'm an ex-convict too, so that might come up. There's a lot of things that might come up, man. And you know, this coordinated entry thing, I've got a second-degree assault. It's over 10 years old. But what I'm saying is, it's, you know, and it was assault well worth it to me as far as I'm concerned. What it was is it's just somebody that's messing around with my girlfriend, and I went off on him and ended up getting an assault. And that's what that was. And I don't make no bones, and I don't regret anything I did. It's just, it was what it is, and it's over with now. I'm no longer on any kind of probation or paper. I'm clean. I don't have any warrants or anything. I'm good to go. I can do what I want to do. But they can bring that past up and just say, well, you know, you might not be able to get into the shelter if they did any digging. But if I don't have any warrants and it's over 10 years old, my gosh, you know, almost 11 years old, what would they care? So I don't think they do. Otherwise, they probably do make a check initially anyway, and they didn't see any warrants. So I'm good to go. But you know, there may come something up, there's some red tape, and they just say, well, we can't let you in here, whatever, in the next day or two, and I may have to hit the frickin' highway again. That may happen. In the event that does happen, I may curtail going all the way across to Duluth here. I could, and get into Superior and do that cross-country thing into Wisconsin. I very well could do that without any problem at all, and just do the Michigan thing again. I could. And I don't think it'd be a problem at all. I could probably get away with it and actually do it. I've just got to be ultra careful in everything I do. I really do. And then I start getting into these more remote northern areas in upper Michigan and stuff like that. You really got to start watching for critters, wolves, bear. You really got to be about your business. Even around here, there's a lot of bear up here. This is like right around now, this is where the bear territory starts up here. And a lot of mountain lions, you really got to watch. I don't care what anybody says, you do got to watch you got to be about your P's and Q's if you camp around here and do different things. Because this is, even though it's a populated municipal city type area, kind of urban, it's urban with a multiplicity of different flora. And there's water source, a big river here, the Mississippi flowing. So what I'm saying is, you know, hey, you really got to be on your P's and Q's, because rivers draw everything. That's where a water source is. So they're everywhere. They're right around here. You just don't know it. I could have one watching me right now out of the woods here. You don't know. So you just got to be ever cognizant of that, where you camp stuff. You know, I almost thought about going back down into Iowa and just going all over Iowa, because it's flat land and they do have some decent little campgrounds. And I could probably I'm going to start stealth camping. If I can possibly stealth camp and not be molested by law enforcement or any curious people, DNR employees, or that want to just know who I am or whatever, I'll be okay. And I could probably camp indefinitely. They have a nice campground up at the fairgrounds here, but when I was there yesterday, there was a guy and a girl up there. They looked kind of hashed out druggies, and they had a tent in the car, and I would have had to camp out right across from them if I would have camped there last night. So It might be a little weird. It might be a little weird. So anyway, I've got some things I got to do today. It will probably take up most of my day. I probably won't be done with anything till around 2 something or whatever. So I don't know how this is going to roll. I don't. I don't know how it's going to roll. So I'm definitely going to be reconfiguring my gear and getting that all packed up. So in the event tomorrow rolls around, we'll see how things go. They got laundry there. I can do some laundry and etc., etc. And I can be ready just in case I can't get it there for some reason. Something doesn't work out right and I need to boogie again. And that wouldn't surprise me a bit if that happened. It wouldn't. Nothing surprises me. It's just, man, you get. I met this brother yesterday named Trey. He helped me out, man. He gave me some cash, a nice little chunk. Yes, he did. Bought me drinks, offered food. Took me all the way here. I got all the way to here, man. We're looking 125 miles from where he picked me up. He just drove me all the way, couple-hour drive. I was a really nice guy. Super nice guy. Just real as can be. I love running into these good brothers, and I've had so many good people help me, and I'm so grateful for that. I just wanted to share this video with you folks. I've got to make some calls, download this, and take it from there, man. Take it easy. This is Brian over and out. American Hobo 2, man. All right.